Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in to Deep Six Baseball Talk. Thank you very much. Um, we are going to dive into some of the things that have gone on this week. Um, there's been a few storylines, free agent signings, potential free agent signings, trade rumors, a little bit of everything, I guess. Some injury stuff. Stuff went down. As we all know, pitchers and catchers reported this week to camp. There's other players kind of trickling in to get some early work, I guess, before full squad workouts. Um, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and dive in here. So earlier this week, Jorge Soler signed a 3-year, $42 million contract with the San Francisco Giants. Um, yeah, man, he's had up and down the past couple years. He hit all those homers back in 2019. I believe he hit 48 homers or something like that when he was with Kansas City. Then he gets traded over to where was he? Oh, he went to Atlanta back in 2021 for their World Series run. Had a good run there, and then he had been with Miami, I believe, the past 2 years, and it's been pretty rocky there for him. But man, he's that power that he presents and how he'll fit in that Giants lineup. They're pretty dynamic. That just adds some more power for them in that big ballpark. Um, it seems that the Giants still have a few more tricks up their sleeve, but we're not sure. I guess we'll find out in the coming days or weeks. But overall, the market's been fairly slow. There's still big names out there that haven't signed. But yeah, Soler, man, he offers some good power there. That San Francisco's been lacking. I heard that it's been about 20 years since they've had a right-handed bat that hit over 30 home runs. Um, and you know, um, they have some good speed out in their outfield. They also brought in what's that guy's name? They brought him in last year as a free agent. I'll get back to you on that. I forgot his name. Um, Lamont Wade Jr. Lamont Wade. I don't know if he's junior or not, but Lamont. They'll probably use him they'll use Soler in a corner outfield spot probably. They'll probably DH him as well. Um, and yeah, we'll see what else the Giants do coming down the line. Um, oh, just so everybody knows, I am a D-backs fan, born and raised in Arizona. Currently, I live in northern Tennessee, north of Nashville. But yeah, huge D-backs fan. Um, like I said, born and raised there in Arizona. Um, so the Giants are a rival of mine. So I don't like to talk too positively about them. But that's not what this podcast is about. It's not to down any teams or go against any rivals. But yeah, we'll see what the Giants do. Adding Soler. They also added some pitching as well. I believe they traded for Robbie Ray and another pitcher. I forget. But um, but yeah, Soler to the Giants, 3 years, 42 million. So see how that pans out. Um, let's see what else. Okay, yeah, here's another good one. So they say that the Phillies, Philadelphia Phillies, have been in extension talks with Zach Wheeler, one of the premier arms in all of baseball, in my opinion. Guy is just electric, man. He just does it all. He's got electric fastball, electric off speed stuff, and he just gets the job done in the biggest moments as well. Um, so we'll see where those talks lead. You know, we'll see how many years he wants, how much money he wants. But they're saying Dave Dombrowski is saying that that's their top priority right now. You know, they locked up Aaron Nola for another 5 years. I think it's 5 years, and so now they want to shore up that one-two punch. You know, bring keep Wheeler for another however many years to finish his career there in Philly, the city of brotherly love, brotherly love. Um, and yeah, you know that he's going to want some big bucks, I imagine. You know, he's done nothing but exceed expectations. You know, he was coming off some injuries, injury riddled career when he was leaving the Mets, and a lot of people were surprised that he got the contract he did in the beginning. But I think he very well exceeded expectations for sure. Um, on the Phillies note as well, they heard the past few weeks that they have Brandon Marsh on the shelf. Not sure what his injury is, but they said he's going to be out for a little bit. Um, Another dynamic player that they're going to be missing out on. Um, you know, speed, puts the bat on the ball, plays a tremendous outfield. But you know, stuff happens. You know, that's going to hinder them a little bit on their platoon situation with Castellanos. He's going to have to step up and you know, play better defense. But I really don't think that people give him enough credit. I think he plays a solid outfield, and of course his bat just makes up for it. You know, 30 drives in 30 or drives in 100, hits 30 homers, and hovers around that close to 300 mark. You know, same thing. Good bat to ball skills and puts the ball in play, and you know, good things usually happen for him because he hits it hard as well. So we'll see how that goes for the Phillies, um, and see what else the Phillies do. You know, we'll see. Let's see. The San Diego Padres, another rival of mine. Now, they're saying that they are reportedly open to moving Ha Kim, their super utility superstar, if that's a word or if that's a term. Man, the guy, I mean, he just does everything. He he plays infield, outfield. He puts the bat on the ball. He makes good plays. He comes up clutch. I mean, they love him there in San Francisco. I mean, anybody who's seen a, did I say San Francisco? They love him in San Diego. They love him to death. I think. Anytime you ever see a San Diego Padres game that's in San Diego, he has a chant there. Ha Sung Kim, Ha Sung Kim. They just love him to death. So, but their infield, or I guess their whole roster is just cluttered with superstar talent. He kind of gets lost in the light there. You know, he might lose some playing time, and he's a shortstop, but their whole infield is full of shortstops, in my opinion. Machado, Bogarts, Kim, Cronenworth. They have Cronenworth, I'm pretty sure, playing first base. They had him at one point. They had Kim at second. And then don't forget, they have a guy named Fernando Tatis Jr., who is in the outfield now because they're so cluttered. But I mean, the dude is probably could be the best shortstop in all of baseball, and he's possibly one of the best players in all of baseball, in my opinion. He's had some down years and stuff like that, but yeah. Anyways, back to Kim. Yeah, they're open to moving him and seeing what happens there, and that would be a tremendous loss by any team. I'm pretty sure there's teams chomping at the bit for him, but it's all about what the asking price is. I'd imagine San Diego's asking price is going to be pretty high for someone like him, and you know we'll see what happens. A little more on the Padres. Blake Snell, former Cy Young Award winner, is still out there. I don't see him going back to San Diego. There hasn't been any signs of him going back, but yeah, there's been a lot going on with him and not the Padres. So anyhow, moving on. Let's go and do some injuries or not so injuries, I guess. No, you know what? We got one more. Liam Hendricks. Liam Hendricks, considered to be at one time one of the best closers in all of baseball, one of the most intense pitchers or players, I guess, in all of baseball. He is has interest from multiple clubs at this point, I guess. They're saying he was supposed to sign by today, but we have yet to hear anything about Hendricks. I haven't even seen anything about any potential suitors for him. Um, some articles that I've read and stuff that I've watched, they just say he could sign, but no potential suitors. So we'll see where that goes. But I imagine any club that gets him will they'll definitely have a good back end ninth inning guy. The dude's intense. He just and when his stuff is right, he's electric, man. Nobody can touch him. Coming off of that Hodgkin's lymphoma that he had, he was sick there for a little bit and then pitched. I believe he only pitched. Um, yeah, so he came back um, May 29th. He was back on the mound, but he only threw 5 innings, and then they shut him down, and then he ended up having Tommy John. So he's coming off of that, rehabbing. So we'll see how his return. Hopefully, it's a full time return because the game I feel like needs more intense people like him. He's just awesome. So yeah, so Liam Hendricks. We'll see where he goes. Next, we got some Houston Astros news. Um, Josh Hader, another intense, unhittable closer. Um, Signed him to a 5 year, 95 million, I believe. Huge contract for a closer, but I think it's well deserving. The guy's been the best for the past 5 6 years or however long it's been. Just super electric. Um, he was electric when he was with Milwaukee, obviously. Then he gets moved over to San Diego, and it just seemed like things weren't jiving there for him. He he was used in multiple roles, and I guess that wasn't to his liking, and he was his whole time there was just pretty rocky, you know. But they're saying him being in Houston, he's the ninth inning guy as of right now, going into camp. Um, they have Ryan Presley, who has also been one of the best frontline closers for the past however many years, and they're saying, but the ball is going to Hader, ninth inning, Hader, but there's people saying that he could be moved in. They could mix and match. Because you can't go wrong with either one. But um, Presley, of course, you could use him in any situation. You can use Hader in any situation because they're just flat out nasty, both of them. But we'll see how that goes. But man, Hader, Presley, eighth and ninth inning. That's pretty. You can pretty much shut the door on that on any given day. Um, and that kind of just shores up their bullpen, and their whole staff takes even more pressure off their staff. Houston has had, you know, pretty good bullpen as it was, and then you add an elite top of the line closer, possibly the best closer in the game right now, and that just makes them that much more lethal. Um, little more news on the Astros. They said Justin Verlander was kind of uh, not shut down, but his progression has been slowed a little bit. They said he went to throw, felt some soreness, thought he felt fine the next day or so, went to go pick up a baseball and basically couldn't pick up the ball without his shoulder killing him. So, but he's 40, 41 years old now. And, those things, they take time, healing process or, you know, whatever after throwing a bullpen or pitches, it takes a toll on your body the older you get. So, um, yeah, Verlander slowed up, but no injury as of now. Um, but I'm sure he knows his body, and his training staff, athletic training staff, they know his body. So, but he'll listen to his body. They'll listen to what he says, and they'll go from there. And I think Verlander will probably be ready come opening day, and put him in that rotation again with Framber and Christian Javier. Is he the one that's hurt? Javier. I don't remember if it's Javier or the other one. But, Urquidy, um, Luis Garcia. Yeah, that's it. Christian Javier is hurt. Luis Garcia is not. So you still got four, two top of the line guys, Framber and Verlander. And then you have Luis Garcia and Urquidy. You couldn't ask for a better rotation right there, really. As far as quality goes, those guys are proven. Um, so, and then a little more Astros news. They just recently um, extended Altuve for another 5 years. Very, very well deserved. He'll finish out his career in Houston. Take him to age 39, I believe. And yeah, lots of good news for Houston, the Space City. Um, yeah, so there's that with Houston. Um, so I believe the news hit today, this morning. February 15th. Um, Kyle Bradish, Baltimore Orioles, has been shut down. He's got a UCL sprain. Just terrible news for him for the Orioles. I'd imagine as far as their pitching goes, things were looking very very positive after their trade with Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns, another frontline starter, ace, Cy Young Award winner. So we'll see how things go with their rotation with losing Bradish. Hopefully, it's nothing too bad. Doesn't require anything crazy, but you know, we usually know how those things go if someone has a UCL sprain like that. So thoughts and prayers to Kyle Bradish. Um, Baltimore Orioles, man, 101 wins made the whole NL East look silly. I mean, all their young talent finally came up and showed out. Man, you got Jackson Holiday coming in with a lot of hype. They're saying he could break camp with the team and add him with Gunnar Henderson, you know, rookie of the year. Could be looking at back to back rookies of the year for the Baltimore Orioles. And, their whole team at Adley Rutschman, man, same thing, just leader, elite leadership, elite play on the field. Um, they say he jives really well with his pitchers, holds them accountable. They hold him accountable. And seems like everything is well with Adley Rutschman and the Baltimore Orioles. Um, let's see. So, little more news on the pitching front. They say Michael Lorenzen and Noah Syndergaard have a plethora of interest from teams. They've thrown bullpens apparently in front of multiple teams, and they're drawn a bunch of interest. They're two guys that can add a lot of depth to any team. Add innings, um, depth to any rotation, and at one point, you could have considered Syndergaard front line elite. I mean, I believe he has elite stuff still. The guy throws 100 with movement. I think he throws it with some sink, and he has a cutter. I mean, just pure power pitcher, man. Pitcher. He off speed is electric. He's big and tall. Gets a really good extension, and the ball is on you before you know it. And he's just he'll add some tremendous depth, I imagine, to any team. Um, Michael Lorenzen, same thing, man. Guy's electric. He's got some good stuff. Um, Threw a no hitter last year in his debut with the Philadelphia Phillies. So, I imagine same thing. He'll add some very good depth to any team. Put him in that 3-4 spot, roughly, and he'll eat up some innings for you and give you some good quality starts. Um, Super athlete from what I hear. He tried the two-way thing there for a while, but yeah, Michael Lorenzen, Noah Syndergaard, drawing some interest from teams. See how that goes. But yeah, man, they said the market's moving very slow. I don't understand what it is that's going on. Guys are taking, we're already pitchers and catchers reporting. So especially for these pitchers, man, they're losing out on this time to gel with their fellow pitchers, coaches, catchers, and they're missing out on that work, on the mound, in the bullpen, working on their craft. So again, Blake Snell, Cy Young Award winner, you know, um, he's missing out on a lot right now, and but he's just waiting for what he feels he deserves, rightfully so. He's elite, elite, elite. So see what happens with that, and yeah, moving very, very slow. Matt Chapman out there, probably the Matt Chapman, Cody Bellinger out there. I mean, had a resurgent year. Matt Chapman had a so-so year, looking to rebound a little bit, but platinum glove winner, elite defense, you know, elite hitter in my opinion. Like I said, I think he just had one down year or so, and he needs to go somewhere to rebound a little bit. But hopefully the numbers are right for him when the time comes, and see what happens. And Bellinger, man, he same thing. I think he's back to what some would consider his MVP form. You know, um, he had a very, very good season there in Chicago, and he is looking to continue that. And like I said, maybe same thing. Numbers. Maybe him and some teams aren't seeing eye to eye on the numbers and what he thinks he deserves or what they think he deserves or whatever. But clock's ticking, man. I believe here shortly teams are going to be having their full squad workouts, and hopefully him and Chapman can get signed by then and get in there and get their work done and get the season going. So was it JD Martinez is still out there, I believe. Um, who else? Who am I missing? Kenley Jansen. Um, feel like I'm missing one more. Oh, Jordan Montgomery is still out there as well, drawing interest from a lot of teams. I hear Texas Rangers possibly thinking about bringing him back. Yankees, which he was with, thinking about bringing him back. Um, St. Louis Cardinals thinking about bringing him back as well. So he's got a ton of interest. I imagine Blake Snell has a lot of interest. Belly and Matt Chapman. I think Chapman's probably narrowed down to a couple. Belly's probably narrowed down to a couple. Chicago looking at bringing him back. Um, they're saying Yankees possibly for Bellinger, or a few other teams I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, man, lot of stuff going down, or that has gone down, moving fairly slow, but hopefully here in the coming days or weeks we have some more news to bring you. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully you can bear with me. Um, I'm just getting this thing started, so just kind of getting it all figured out. But thank you, and I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully, I can bring you some more news. If there's anything you guys can think of that I can add to my stories, or anything you'd like me to talk about, um, drop a comment and let me know. And appreciate you. And take care. Peace out.